I got deep into this Absolute Pepper. Is that they still make that? The hot vodka, spicy vodka.
Yeah,
they don't make that now.
I don't know.
They must.
It's been over a year, so I couldn't tell you.
I was needing amounts that would kill normal people.
Sure.
We all know. Mm-hmm. And I remember there was a big water glass, and I hit it pretty good. I actually downed it, and I'm sitting there and I'm waiting. And I'm looking for that thing. And it wasn't there, and I remember, and I was alone, and I was like, okay, well this is suddenly hopeless, because I'm never going to feel that again, but I'm also never going to stop doing that again. And those moments existed in the same place, and it was like, and I've never been suicidal, right. Just luckily. It's one thing, that wasn't
despite
woven into my quilt. But yeah, if there was going to be a moment where that was the only solution, it was right there and then,
Sure.
But I get that I suddenly understood complete and total despair in an environment that was superstar.
Sure.
But then it's like, all right, we're never supposed to forget those life-changing moments. And then, a month later, there we are. Right? It is just, it's crazy, man.
Yeah. Now, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say that why I'm so excited about just being alive right here, right now, today, and the journey I've been on for, I haven't done anything for 3 years, but it wasn't, I didn't hijack a blimp and wind up on the news, I didn't crash a car through City Hall, there was nothing, there was no like super dramatic cataclysmic event. I had a really bad thing on my birthday. Darren was there, and we did the Field of Dreams thing,
Sure.
and I started drinking a couple days before, and just kept going. And I took on Wade Boggs in a drinking contest, and was leading at one point. So that's how hard I was going, and then just kind of. My next memory is waking up in a hotel room, missing a couple teeth, they're fake anyway, and girlfriend's gone, and I don't know what city I'm in. I had to call the desk and say, what city is this hotel in? They were like, Dallas. I'm like, my last memory was Iowa. And it was so uncool. And just luckily, I didn't have a sense of time. I knew it was dark. I knew we had to leave in the morning. And I called the guys, I need tequila up here, like now. And he brought it, and then he said, you missed cutoff by a minute. So I was almost about to go into full freaking DTs in Iowa, Dallas. Everybody gone, teeth gone, girl gone, geography gone. So anyway, so that was September. So that I kind of came home from that, and I was like, all right, okay, that was just wow. I'm there with like all these heroes from my childhood, and I remember none of it. Yeah. That's when you get down on yourself. That's when you're like, man, all you had to do was just pace yourself. Pace ourselves.
Yeah, right. What is that?
Good
right?
fucking luck, huh?
Yeah. But it was December 10th, and I'd forgotten that it was a Sunday, and my daughter Sam needed to go to this appointment up in Thousand Oaks, and I was in Van Nuys, and I had to leave in an hour, and I'd already started drinking. I'm a morning drinker, and that's the best time. Sorry, and. I've never had a DUI. I've never, had a drunken weapons charge. There's never been like that super gnarly legal. I mean, I'd wound up in court and stuff like that, right. But not because, it didn't cost somebody their life.
Right.
And so I call one of my best friends, Tony. I'm like, dude, you got to get here. We got to get Sam. We're going to be late. He's like, you sound fine. I'm like, dude, I've already had 2 or 3. I can't. And so he came, got me. We picked her up, got her there on time, and came home. This is actually the 9th. And I remember on the drive home with Tony driving and her in the back, and I thought, okay, this can't happen again. You know what I'm saying? It was something very simple, but someone that, I adore, that I eat a bullet for. Yeah. Sorry, take a bullet for. Eat a bullet means, yeah. Anyway, yeah, and I couldn't be available for something that she needed. And it really hit me in a way that was like, okay, we can do this. And I found like a half a Valium in a drawer and did that and just kind of just stayed, just watched TV that whole day. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, all right, okay, I promised myself we're doing this. And so it began.
Yeah.
And what I have a montage of, and I have like these 3 that I go to, that I'm not, just because I don't want to incriminate anybody else. I can't really describe what they are, but yeah, there are moments that I hang on to that if I decide, all right, it's been a few years, that maybe it wasn't that bad, and these are now brought up. Like a Viewmaster, remember those?
Yep.
Yeah,
of course.
And one just slides up, and it's like, it creates what I call the shame shivers. Yeah. But sometimes a shame shiver can be an asset to prevent you from, if I can feel something from that long ago as though it just happened because of how it made me feel after, if I can use that, if that moment created so much pain and destruction and dismay, then okay, I own that moment. It doesn't inform my choices today. It doesn't dictate what how I'm perceived, received, whatever, right?
Sure.
But if I had to go through that to own that image, that experience, then hell yeah, I'm going to keep it close by and call on it if I decide I got a better plan than what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
That was a long way of saying.
Yeah, no, I get it, Charlie. You're making me remind me of what works for me. One of the things I've learned during those 13 years, relapsing back and forth and out of rehab and so forth, is when I did relapse, I would get back to where I was really fast and then worse, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, so you could be, no matter if you were clean for a day or a month or a year, you start using again and you get back to where you were and worse really fast. And the thought, comes to mind, if ever a thought comes to mind about using, I think, my Lord, if I get back to where I was and even worse than where I was at, I might as well just throw everything away because I'm going to lose it all. Yeah. Because I was right there anyways. And I got beautiful kids. I got a beautiful wife now. And, with my nonprofit, the Carlos Vieira Foundation, my business, I employ a couple thousand people. I mean, if all of a sudden I just go back to what I was, everything's gone. And everything, all the people that love me, and just my life's over. I know it is. So that one thing comes back because I remember that night and those times of where I was. It scares the hell out of me.
So you agree keeping some of that close?
Oh, yeah.
But not to where it's like we're surrounded by ghouls that are haunting us, right?
Just, you got to be able to remind yourself why you stopped and why you're clean, why you're staying clean, and all. And so you have to kind of scare yourself once in a while by thinking about those things. Now it's been quite a bit of time now, but hey, one thing I still got some nightmares. We call them dreams or nightmares. Me doing a line of coke or hitting the pipe or doing something else. Wake up and it's like, did I really do that? You know what I'm saying?
You're grateful when you wake up, right?
Right? And you realize, okay, that was just dreams because it's scary.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.